pleased to introduce Tip Report hero Boom Moseby, the founder and director of the Hug Project in Thailand. Ms. Moseby is a passionate
There you have the U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and Ivanka Trump there speaking in Washington at this ceremony. They have been laying out the findings of the U.S. government's annual report on human trafficking. And interestingly, it doesn't look very favorably on China. China has been singled out. They have been downgraded to the third tier. Now, this basically says that China does not fully meet the minimum standards for the elimination of trafficking and is not making significant efforts to do so. Well, our Lynda Kinkade is watching this ceremony unfold there in the State Department. And Rex Tillerson, when he made his remarks, certainly singled out China there.
Absolutely. This is certainly the key finding from this report, the fact that China has been downgraded, now listed amongst the worst offenders for human trafficking, alongside the likes of North Korea, Syria and Iran. Now, it specifically said in the report that China is accused of not doing enough to curb state-sponsored forced labour. Now, the report concluded that China didn't meet the minimum standards for fighting human trafficking. It went on to say that it's not making significant efforts to do so, and there are serious ramifications for that. If you are on that third tier, you can be held back from getting a US foreign aid, weapons or training. Now, there were a number of other countries that were downgraded. I believe we have a graphic showing some of those countries. It also includes China, Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Guinea and Mali. Now, Rex Tillerson spoke a short time ago about the reasons for downgrading China. Just take a listen to what he had to say.
China was downgraded to Tier 3 status in this year's report, in part because it has not taken serious steps to end its own complicity in trafficking, including forced laborers from North Korea that are located in China. American consumers and businesses must also recognize they may have an unwitting connection to human trafficking. Supply chains creating many products that Americans enjoy may be utilizing forced labor.
Now, as you saw, Robyn, Ivanka Trump also at the event, a key advisor to President Trump, and she says this issue is a key policy that she wants to work on. Earlier this year, she met with human trafficking survivors in Rome. She also held a roundtable with President Trump at the White House, where she met with human trafficking experts to discuss strategy. And today she spoke about why it's personal to her.
As a mother, this is much more than a policy priority. It is a clarion call to action in defense of the vulnerable, the abused, and the exploited.
So, Robyn, there you have it, Ivanka Trump speaking there. Now, at the moment, the ceremony is honouring people that have done a lot to help curb human trafficking. Ivanka Trump mentioned a police officer that has identified over 300 children who were victims of human trafficking, and also a judge that in their home country they introduced legislation to tackle human trafficking. Robyn?
Okay, thanks so much there from the State Department, Lynda Kinkade.